Nothing bad is going to happen to you.
I'm Julia. I've never seen you here before.
You mean it's for the rocks later?
The one guy seems to be okay.
Holly, I gotta call you back.
How did Sydney Sweeney become famous? Natural talent or just another pretty face? Welcome to Madison Magazine once more within this second series of how a person become famous. This is the time of Sydney Sweeney. More than 30 movies, more than 10 TV shows, 2 music videos, 26 years old, 2 awards, 1 movie with Quentin Tarantino. She actually portrayed a younger version of Amber Heard in this movie, The Guard, in 2010. She's also passionate about cars since a kid, and she owns more than 20 million followers on Instagram and nearly 2 million followers on TikTok, and more to come. Yes, okay. She first gained attention in 2018 for appearing in the TV series Everything Sucks and The Handmaid's Tale, but they were not their first projects. As I previously said, it took Sydney Sweeney 23 movies before working with Quentin Tarantino in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and regarding TV shows, she took 15 TV shows before she appeared on Euphoria. So it is insane because Sydney Sweeney has a really long trajectory and she's only 26 years old. She first appeared in Heroes and Criminal Minds TV shows and in the indie film Zombies of Mass Destruction portraying Lisa. And here's the curious thing, she was actually interested in acting after auditioning for being an extra in an indie film that was shooting in Spokane area. Also, she convinced her parents to allow her to pursue this dream of acting. She presented actually a 5-year business plan, and I believe it is amazing. So this time I'm going to give you 5 projects that gained the worldwide recognition of Sydney Sweeney nowadays, and it was in a short span of time if you're considering 5 years since Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So at the end of this video we're gonna tell if it is a natural talent or she is only another pretty face in Hollywood, because it is also being said on social media that she's only a good actress but she picks the wrong projects. Is it true or is it false, my friends of Madison Magazine? This is a really powerful statement, so well, let's get this started. Number 1. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood portraying Diane Snake Lake in 2019, she was casted as this little role, let us say, in Quentin Tarantino movie of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Margot Robbie, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and she was featured actually in this film along with another powerful actors such as Austin Butler, Victoria Pedretti, Sarah Margaret Qualley, Mike Madison and Maya Hawke as well. I believe, and I personally say, it's my favorite movie of Quentin Tarantino so far, and also he said actually in a podcast that this movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his favorite movie, and I personally have to say I didn't recognize Sydney Sweeney at that time because she was not that famous.
I mean, it's a little terrifying, but...
Number 2, the HBO drama series Euphoria portraying Casey Howard, because Sydney Sweeney derived from this Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She casted for this series Euphoria along with Angus Cloud, along with Zendaya, and she gained wider recognition for her roles in this drama series from 2019 to the present, and this is the first season of the anthology series The White Lotus also, which earned the nominations for 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, and recently she confirmed she's going to be in the 3rd season of Euphoria. Okay.
This was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Number 3, Madame Web portraying Julia Cornwall. Yes, speaking within all of this, the box office, we have to say this was not a really good movie, and the critics asked for Sydney Sweeney for this result, and she said, I was just hired as an actress in it, so I was just along for the ride for whatever was going to happen, just because at the end of the day the actors can't see the final project until it is on the screen, and they are not aware of the result of the acting until it is on the theaters, and that's exactly what she's saying on this and this statement. This Madame Web movie scored 11% on the tomatometer and 57% within the audience, and I have to say it went viral in Mexico City because both Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney spoke Spanish when they went to promote this movie here to my city, to Mexico City. And I believe Sydney Sweeney become even more famous in Mexico right from this movie, Madame Web. It was good for her career.
With them, trying not to pick.
Number 4, Anyone But You, this rom-com with Glenn Powell. She portrayed Bea Messina, and she also was the executive producer for this movie. This movie is actually based on Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Quotations from the play are embedded in the background as title and occasionally integrated into this dialogue. This is like a basic rom-com, but here's the thing, here's the fun fact. This kind of cinema is not so common nowadays, because we used to have these movies of Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz, but nowadays it is not so common. So this rom-com have actually a good reception from the audience. The audience in Rotten Tomatoes is 87% and the tomatometer is 53%. It is a success.
So if it gives me like a little bit of a rash.
And finally, number 5, this movie she's gonna have with Julianne Moore, Echo Valley. She will portray Claire Garrett. This is a really good movie, like a drama movie. Kate is dealing with a personal tragedy while owning on training horses in Echo Valley. This Kate is Julianne Moore and isolated and pictures place when her daughter Claire, which is Sydney Sweeney, arrives at her doorstep, frightened, trembling, and covered in someone else's blood. I believe this is gonna be one of the most famous movies, along with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for Sydney Sweeney, and Sweeney also will star alongside Julianne Moore. Apart from this movie, it's gonna have another movie directed by Ron Howard. This Ron Howard director who gave us The Grinch, so there you go.
Woman, girl, beautiful.
I believe, and as a final conclusion, it is an interesting mixture of natural talent and natural beauty, because she's both. She actually is so beautiful, so cute, and I believe she's also so talented because she appeared in one of Quentin Tarantino movies, so the cast is always perfect within this kind of movies of Quentin Tarantino. She's so talented, she's so splendid, and I believe she owns a natural like charisma. I am a big fan of Sweeney, of her work, and the final conclusion is that she is like an interesting mix of natural beauty and natural talent to portray of kind of roles. This is not so easy. And related to what's being said on social media, I believe her career is starting like to getting to know like worldwide. It is not the fact that she chooses grand projects, it is the fact that she's just getting this started. I believe she is going to portray more important roles within the next 5 years. You will see that. And also related within all of this, I believe those are the 5 projects so far. The reason that she is worldwide recognized: Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Euphoria, Madame Web, Anyone But You, and this Echo Valley with Julianne Moore, and more to come. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm Super Bob. See you next. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and comment, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. See you next. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.